Hello ETF fans, this is Will Smith with ETF Action. Today is November 14th, 2024, and for today's video insight, we're going to showcase how to quickly build a watch list on the ETF database. Now there are several methods to either enter or identify select ETFs on the ETF database. Then quickly build a watch list, which will allow you to quickly pull up those select ETFs without having to set filters or filter down different asset classes, etc. So the first method is from the ETF database. You can simply enter in your tickers with a comma in between each ticker. Now, once you press enter, you can simply click the box next to the first ticker, then press the shift button and press the box to the left of the last ticker, which will highlight all of the selected ETFs. From there, we can press this Save Screen button, which will pop up the Save Screen dashboard, and type in the name of your watch list. So, the second method is if you have a longer list of tickers that you want to upload and don't want to have to type in, we can simply upload a ticker list using the Upload Ticker List button to the right of the Enter Tickers option. From here, we're simply going to choose our file. For your reference, this is the format of that file. We also have a sample template available under this link on the Upload Ticker box. So once we have our ticker list upload file, we're going to press Upload, and those tickers will automatically populate into the database. Once again, we're going to press the box to the left of the first ticker, then the box to the left of the last ticker with the Shift button, and once again, save our screens. So we've already created two watch lists. Now, we're just going to refresh the database. And now, from the right side, you can see a Select Watch List dropdown on the ETF database. Here, you can see that you can access both of these ticker lists or watch lists that we just built. Once you select those will automatically populate into the database. And from there, you can access all the extensive data that we have available on the database. Additionally, similar to building a watch list, you can click the boxes and quickly compare all of the ETFs that you've entered into your watch list via the Compare tab. So that's a way to quickly build a watch list on the ETF database. I'm going to show you one more method or a couple more methods that are a little bit more intuitive and time-consuming, however, still very efficient. So let's say we want to focus in on US factor growth ETFs. So from the ETF database, I'm going to select some filters under the Classification tab. So from there, I'm going to do equity on the asset class, long only on the sub-asset class, equity size and style US for the composite, and then I'm going to go over to strategy and select factor, and finally growth for selection. So in just a few clicks, I've narrowed down the 77 US growth ETFs in the database. And once again, I'm going to press that box next to the left of the first ticker, shift, box next to the last ticker, and I'm going to save that watch list as well. Now, we have quickly built 3 watch lists in the ETF database. However, there is also, under our ETF dashboards, a way to eliminate the need to set filters. So I'm going to refresh my screen, and from the ETF dashboards, let's say we want to quickly identify and build a watch list for Bitcoin ETFs. So our dashboards are built to essentially streamline the filtering process within the ETF database. And all dashboards have direct links into the ETF database. So as you can see, under asset class and categories, we can open up the equity and see all of the different breakdowns of equity, size, and style US ETFs. But let's say we want to focus in on just Bitcoin ETFs. So we're going to go to the cryptocurrency ETF dashboard, open up the crypto Bitcoin, and we're going to just focus on the spot price Bitcoin ETFs. So as you can see, that's going to quickly take us to the ETF database and load those 12 spot price Bitcoin ETFs. Once again, we're going to press that box next to the first ticker, shift, and press the left box to the left of the last ticker, save screen, and create a Bitcoin ETFs watch list. So just as a reminder, the ETF dashboard's extremely useful time saver for identifying ETFs within certain classifications and prevents you from having to click those filters within the database from the classification tab. Now, the last example I'm going to show you is we're going to go to the Home Office dropdown and do top 50 comps. Let's say you're going to focus in on a particular ETF and you're not sure which ETFs are direct competitors to the ETF you are looking into. So the top 50 comps tool is going to populate the top 50 competitors with the highest overlap weight of any US listed ETF in the marketplace. So for this example, I'm just going to do XLE. And as you can see here, we have about 10 ETFs with over 50% overlap with XLE. Similar to the dashboards, the top 50 comps tool also has direct links directly into the database. So you can either click a specific ticker, or if you click the box next to the first ticker and shift, you can select several ETFs at the same time, and then head over to the Research Fund button on the top right, which will automatically load those select tickers into the ETF database. And once again, we are going to create an XLE competitors watch list by pressing those boxes and then save screen. So I'm going to refresh my screen here, and we're going to go back to the ETF database. And once again, on the top right, under the Select a Watch List dropdown, we can see the 5 watch lists that we have quickly built in the last few minutes. Now let's say I want to pull up US growth ETFs and see how all of them did performance-wise over the past month. You can see that all 77 ETFs are pulled in. Now I'm going to sort by month to see the top competitor, or the top performer is FDG and TMFS, as well, and the bottom performers, only 2 have been seen losses in the past month, PJBF and SPHB. You can also move between different dropdowns within the database, and those filters or that watch list will stick as you move between those classifications and those dropdowns. Very important to note that you can also create watch lists in the mutual fund database and the closed-end fund database. But the ETF database, because there aren't as many ETFs as mutual funds and closed-end funds, this database populates a little bit faster. Now, lastly, let's say you wanted to edit a watch list. Then you can go down to My Account and hit My Watch List. And from here, we can see the 5 ETF watch lists that we just built. Let's say we wanted to add a ticker to the major averages. Here, I'm going to add a security and do ACWI. And there, just make sure you press save. That watch list will be updated. As we can see here, I'm going to go to the database, hit my major averages drop down, and we can see that ACWI is populated. So as a refresher, What we quickly did here in the last 10 minutes is build 5 watch lists on the ETF database using different tools, entering tickers, uploading tickers via the upload ticker button. We also used our ETF dashboards to link in to the ETF database. And finally, we used the top 50 comps tool under the home office dropdown to identify our tickers and then load into the ETF database. We hope you enjoyed today's video insight. As a reminder, please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions, or if you'd like to schedule a demo, just email us at team@etfaction.com. Thank you.